I'm Alanis here at Burn Down with First Day Back, talking to.
I'm Luke.
Nathan.
Maggie.
Zion.
I'm Spencer.
Nice. So, you guys have had one hell of a year, like ever since that record came out last year. A lot's been happening, huh? Oh, I've got mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, how does it feel to be like kind of on top of the indie world right now? Because I mean, Pitchfork gave you what, number 2 or 3 of last year, and you know, everyone and their mother seems to be talking about you guys. So, how does it feel to be on the tippity top right now?
It's a trip,
Yeah,
personally.
doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like we're at the top. I don't know.
On the way to the top.
Yeah, or just, I don't know, just, I feel like haven't really internalized a lot of it because it did happen so fast, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah.
feel real, kind of thing.
I agree.
I guess the only way to move is forward, right?
Hey.
True.
Yeah. So the most obvious influence that people credit towards you, and I think you've spoken about, is like the second wave of emo, like that 90s period. I've interviewed a few bands recently, at first, my point of view, where they've specifically talked about the second wave of emo. What does that time period of emo represent to you specifically?
I think for me, it represents a period of, it represents a period of really honest music that was being made just for the sake of wanting to make music that is personal. And yeah, it's so unique and kind of crazy how across the US this genre emerged with, I don't know, I feel like it was way harder to communicate back then, and somehow like during this time a similar sound emerged from like all across the US. So definitely really cool.
Yeah, I agree. That's mostly just about like the honesty of the music. And I kind of can appreciate that. It seems like a lot of the music had its roots in like hardcore, but they were not afraid to make music that was a little bit softer, but still like just as emotional, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. Like it was a very cool arc. Like I feel like because it goes like kind of punk hardcore into like emo, and it's kind of like you can watch like the progression of people like, you know, being angry about something and then like turning internally, and it's, I don't know, it's very meaningful music, I think.
Yeah. And then so like you talk about that like transitionary period, do you think we're in a similar renaissance for that type of sound, like that return to sincerity?
Yeah.
I think for sure. I think especially just with the state of our world right now, and there's a lot of just fake shit everywhere, and people are really craving that realness that I think this music offers, and it's just, yeah, it's just like so honest about, and yeah, I definitely think that, you know, just like this scene, especially just like with the live music and live shows, and I think it's definitely gonna come back, or it's on the way back.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to see more, I guess, second wave inspired bands. Just because there's a lot of like very intense music right now, but
Yeah.
Good time.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I just, you know, emo is the truth, and I feel like everyone can realize that nowadays, and like now there's multiple generations that have experienced emo at this point, so we're all kind of like in agreement about like it's okay to be sad.
Yeah. So you guys have done like a fair bit of touring, some big touring come up. Another second wave emo band, you're about to do a run with Everyone Asked About You. If you guys could pick some other bands of that era that you could like go on tour with, or play a show with, who would that be?
Captain Jess.
J. June.
Rainer Maria.
J. June.
Strictly Ballroom.
Oh, true.
That's a really great
That's
answer.
a good one.
Yeah, like I'm a huge fan of that era myself. Like Jawbreaker and Captain Jazz are probably my two favorite emo bands. And like right now we're seeing kind of like a rise of that, of like the emo and the Skramz, like Screamo / like Skramz genre like blending together. Where do you think the genre goes from here? Do you see this kind of marriage continuing, or do you think it blossoms into something new entirely?
I think both. Right?
I
Yeah.
feel like to be honest, I don't really know the difference between like Screamo and Skramz or a lot of like the subgenres, so I'm not really sure exactly, but I'm sure it'll evolve into something different. I feel
You
like it
asking
always kind
about,
of does.
like the
Like, how do you see the scene evolving from here?
hmm.
Or what do you want it to turn into?
It would be cool to see more people singing.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of bands that have been kind of. I mean, yeah, I'm not super familiar with all the subgenres, but like emotional hardcore, which to my knowledge isn't that mostly singing, like with the technical. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like emotional hardcore is just like what the term they called emo back in like the 80s before it became emo core. So
Yeah.
like when people refer to emotional hardcore, it's usually just like a throwback reference to like the early 80s stuff.
Okay, early
Yeah.
80s then. Okay. It would be cool to see more people singing, I think. I think screaming is really awesome, and I definitely love a lot of bands that scream, but most of the music I listen to is kind of that, I don't know, just like almost like wailing type of sound where people are just crying out, and it would be cool to see more of that for sure.
I mean, I heard whale sounds are pretty peaceful, nice, relaxing. Yeah, I can see why you listen to that.
As we call it heart-wrenching music.
True.
That's how we define a lot of the music that we listen to.
Yeah. So, do you think more emo bands, more singing you say you want, but what about stringed instruments with bows? You think we can involve a viola next time, maybe?
Yeah.
Stand up,
Yes.
upright bass?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I learned on. So.
You're classically trained on upright bass?
Yeah, I started in like 6th grade and I played it through middle school and a little bit of high school. So I'd love to bring that back. It would be such a cool experiment for the band.
Were you all band kids like in school growing up?
I was like an orchestra kid.
Ooh, fancy.
I played in 8th grade band percussion for just like 1 year. That was it. But I hella respect band kids.
Actually, when I was like younger, we would just they would make you take like do violin in like elementary school, or like clarinet or trumpet. But it's kind of against my will. It's like I didn't choose to be like in the band, and like yeah, I never continued that after that period.
Okay. Because like that was like something that really drew me to the sound, was the incorporation of the violin. Like I love when bands can like break out and use like different like instruments and styles that you wouldn't expect. Like the Ginger Beat record from last year, for instance, like has a bunch of strings that I absolutely love. Do you think going forward you're gonna start using more of those types of elements on more of the record?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably not.
I want to record tambourine because we've never there was no tambourine on the last record. I just play it during one of the songs, but I
Yeah.
think that's the only other thing.
I'm a huge supporter of funny percussion instruments and other doodads in music. I think it's really cool.
Pulls up to the studio, guys, I got a glockenspiel.
Exactly. Harmonica, kazoo, you can do it all.
Hey, if The World Is a Beautiful Place can incorporate a kazoo into a song and become like one of their biggest songs,
Exactly. That's probably why it's one of their biggest songs, because there's a kazoo in it.
I mean, at their shows they sell kazoos too for Fight Boat.
That's mom.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, you see that trumpet come out and you know it's about to be a banger.
For real.
Yeah. So like Wow. What's the plan looking forward for the band? Do you guys see yourself touring more after this Everyone Asks About You tour? Maybe some more music on the horizon, or just gonna continue to like sit where you're at right now for a little while and let it all kind of still settle in?
I think we are trying to take it slow and not push ourselves because it is all so new. But yeah, we do plan on touring pretty much, hopefully for the rest of 2026, like as much as we can without pushing ourselves. And yeah, we are working on new music, taking it slow. There's definitely a feeling like a little more pressure now, you know, so we're trying to navigate that and just stay true to ourselves. But yeah, that's pretty much what we have planned for the future, roughly.
Yeah. You don't want to rush it. You don't want to be in that position where it's like, oh, we got to put something out now.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got to ride this wave. It's like, let it settle for a little bit, you know? Good things come to those who wait. So to kind of wrap it up, what is the First Day Back song each of you are most proud of? We'll start around here.
Wow, that's a good question.
That's a hard one. It's like asking to pick a favorite child.
Oh, Dave, for sure. He's
Dave.
Yeah.
Like what I did on Paint, but it's not my favorite song. I'll say Moving Out.
I'd have to say probably Sure Okay. Just because I feel like that was one of the songs where I had a vision of like what I wanted to sound like before I wrote it. Like most of the time, like when I do something on guitar, it kind of just comes out of nowhere. But for that one, I was like, okay, I want to write a song that starts loud and is short and has a part that's in 3. But I also am really proud of us, even though I didn't like that song at first, because I just use like cowboy chords in that song, and I feel like it's cool.
I think I also have to go with Sure Okay. I just feel like that song was kind of the product of I don't know, just like the culmination of all of us doing this. It was one of like the last songs that we wrote for the album, and it came together in a really perfect way almost. Like, yeah, Nathan had a vision. Zion, like you said, you just knew what to play, right?
Yeah.
To write
It
your
just
part.
came to me.
And yeah, I felt like my vocals like were just the most honest to what I had wanted. I don't know, just like I really liked that song, and I feel like it came together really nicely, and all the pieces fit together really well. So
Everyone's saying Sure Okay, so I'm going to have to go with Paint because I like it.
That was their original choice, Paint.
Yeah. Oh, that was yours? I thought you switched it around.
I did, but Paint's good.
Okay, it's Paint.
Yeah. You're the tiebreaker.
Oh man. I'm gonna take it the complete opposite direction and say Lines.
Yeah.
Underrated banger. I wrote part of that song, kind of, at least on guitar, and I don't know. It's just a very fun song to play live. It's very explosive. It's very loud. It's very epic. I don't know. Underrated banger, I think.
It translates way better live. On the record, it sounds kind of shitty, but live, it sounds good.
All right, well, hey, thank you so much for doing this, and it was awesome to see you guys play again.
yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Can I thank the fans really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Guys, we love you so much, and I don't know what else to say except we love you and we appreciate every single one of you. You guys are all super nice, and you changed our lives, for real. So,
For real.
shout out.
Thanks for watching.
We wouldn't have been able to do it without you.
Love.
All right, awesome.
Thank you.